Welcome to the No Pucks Given Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Aiden.
I'm Chris.
And today we're going to be talking about some JT Miller.
We're also going to talk about Bo.
And we're going to be talking about Jake Virtanen.
Who?
Yeah. Alright, so off the top, we're just wanting to apologize for the lack of episode last week.
Yeah, schedule error on both of our parts.
We did say we might not get an episode out off the top, but we did try. Like you said, some scheduling errors came about, so it never really happened. And of course, at the day we don't get an episode up, the day shit goes down.
Yeah, it's a way of life I've discovered.
Especially in hockey.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
So we started saying off the top, we're going to be talking about JT Miller again. But here's the thing. It's good news.
Really good news.
At least if you're a JT Miller fan, which we are.
We really are.
So JT Miller, 7 years by $8 million for $56 million all term.
I like it. If we can get 5 to 6 years out of that, and him, if he falls off in the 7th, I'm okay with that.
I mean, he's going to be pretty much a point per game player.
Oh,
I see for like the next 3 years at the very least. And the thing is too, at 5-on-5 in the entire league, he was 21st in the entire league.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can guess who's first and second.
We don't talk about them in this podcast.
Connor McJesus and ASU Austin Matthews?
No, it's Connor McDoofus. Get it right.
Yeah, but that's what I was more talking in Sportsnet terms.
Oh.
But no. JT Miller, 7 more years.
I'm okay with it.
For first line center and or winger.
Yep, I like the fact that you can play both wing and center. That's very key.
Especially if Petey's not doing great, just shove him on center or win us a face-off. Has really good hockey IQ, big, strong, fast skater.
Yep, it can back check like the wind.
Well, this is in overtime, and it's the end of the season.
Or in the playoffs.
We're getting the playoffs this year. Full year of Bruce. JT Miller locked up. Horvat's gonna be locked up.
Yes, he is.
With so many good key pieces. Ooh. If we aren't shooing for the playoffs, we're guaranteed to not miss it by much.
Nope. Again, last season we didn't miss the playoffs by much.
And especially with that awful start to the season.
If we didn't have that awful start to the season, we're in.
We're in.
Hands down.
Yeah. Granted, we probably would have been in a national spot and got absolutely destroyed by a very healthy and dominant Colorado Avalanche.
We wouldn't have been swept. That's all I'm going to say.
I feel like we could have won at least 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
It would have been a waste of 8 days.
Yeah. Screw you, Sutter.
Miller, good signing. Honestly, there's not much more to say about that other than we don't have to keep listening to fucking Miller trade talks.
And we don't have to come up with our own trade lists that we would like.
Yeah, because he has a no-move clause after this year.
Dun dun dun. Let's get to next season before we jump the gun on that.
Like I said, when his contract starts, he has a no-move clause.
Yeah, but for right now,
right now, I think it's a limited no-move clause, or I don't know, because obviously he's not going to anywhere like fucking Chicago or anything like that.
No.
He flat out refused that. But he has said, because he did his press release today, along with Patrick Alvin, that he wanted to sign here. He wanted to stay. He truly believes in this young decor, or this young core at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people actually believe in this decor. But he says that he believes we can win. He believes we can go on a serious run, and honestly, I'm inclined to agree.
I am as well, especially within the next 3-4 years.
Well, I mean, we got to, because Petey is on a limited contract with how long he has left. 2 years left.
Yeah,
already
after the season.
And then, and like I said in previous podcasts, Demko is our window because he's 5 is a steal. For a top 10 goalie.
He has 4 years left on his deal, so.
And everyone knows he's a top 10 goalie in the league.
Yeah.
That That's insane. And even Sportsnet proper has him listed, I think, at like... I'm sorry, not Sportsnet, the NHLPA. Not just Sportsnet, but the NHLPA has him listed, I think, like top 6 to 8.
Damn.
Like above Freddie Anderson. Which is... yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
Also, after last year, they also put Jay Ottinger in number 10. I feel like it's a little early.
It's give it 2-3 more seasons before you jump.
He didn't even have like a full like starter position. It was a weird mix between him, Holtby, and Hudobin.
Yeah, it was.
But I mean, like, I can't deny he had an unbelievable series against Calgary during that playoff.
Definitely.
So he definitely deserves.
He stood on his head, especially in overtime.
Oh yeah, like he definitely deserves like I would say like top 15 maybe. But getting into the top 10, I think maybe a little more. For me, I'd put Leonard at the number 10 spot. Because other than Vegas just being usually an absolute dominant powerhouse when they're all healthy, which this year I'm a little scared of. So Vegas, kill your players. Thank you. But oh fuck, that's not staying in. Or it might, who knows? But no, because Leonard is a good goalie. And
he is.
When he's clicking and when he's healthy, he's a fantastic goalie. And right now, people put Fleury over him because it's Marc-Andre Fleury.
Oh, yeah, of course. And remember, Fleury's won 3 cups.
He has, in his prime.
Yes.
He's no longer in his prime. He makes mistakes that he probably wouldn't have 3-4 years ago. But then again, that's age.
Well, look at the Western Conference Final against Montreal. With Fleury.
I mean, fair enough. But I mean, like, I don't know. Fleury, he is starting to become a little overrated, but at the same time, he's still an elite goaltender in the league. I'd still put him in like the top, at very least, top 15. Like, he's still a fantastic goalie, and with a good, like, strong decor in Minnesota, I'm pretty sure he'll have another good season. We don't count his time in Chicago because that wasn't even a full season.
He played for Chicago?
Who? Let's move on.
That team. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. So we immediately derailed from JT Miller because does that show you how done we are with talking about JT Miller?
Welcome to randomness.
Also, take a shot every time we say JT Miller. You'll be hammered.
JT Miller.
Okay, we're not trying to give him alcohol poisoning.
We're not? I thought we were.
Shit, you're right.
JT Miller.
All right, let's move on to Bo Horvat. So he still hasn't got an extension signed, and with Miller's JT Miller, or his
with Ryan Miller.
No, that was a couple years ago.
Oh, right. The other Miller.
The other Miller, not Miller Lite. That's a beer.
It is?
Who knows?
It's water.
I mean, if you're in Russia.
Also in Canada.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah. But with Miller's contract, I mean, I can't see a world where Bo doesn't get done. But at the same time, I'm just kind of wondering what that's going to look like and who we're losing.
So who I think would be expendable would probably be Höglander and Garland.
I don't want to lose Garland because he adds a lot of grit to our game.
Totally. I'm okay with losing a Höglander. Like, we still have... This is his last year on his ELC, not ECL.
Yeah, that's something else.
Yes.
But and it sucks because Höglander has such a decent ceiling.
He does.
And, like, he... Honestly, the last 2 seasons, not necessarily last season, but the 2 seasons before, his first 2 seasons... He was the hardest working player on the Canucks.
Like, definitely. Honey Badger 2.0. Yeah.
During the shortened COVID season.
Oh, I loved his play.
Oh, yeah, same. He fought for every single puck. And the shortened season, and he was amazing. Last season, I mean, granted.
It was also his second year in the league. He's still trying to.
He's never played this many games.
No.
So honestly, I truly do think he should have been put into the AHL.
I think he should have been put in the AHL from the start.
Yes, because
let
now
him adapt to the North American game before you.
Yeah, and the thing is now we have enough decent prospects and enough players that when training camp rolls around, Mills isn't guaranteed a spot like he was the last 2 years.
No, he's not, and
he has to fight for it. And I don't know. I don't want that to ruin his confidence of because he never was at the AHL level. He's only been at the NHL level for the last little bit, so I don't want that to ruin his confidence and stunt his development.
Pull a Olevi.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not Olevi. A Jake Virtanen.
We're gonna get to him later.
Oh yes, we are.
But I don't know. I hope that doesn't ruin his confidence because I really like Nils.
Oh, I love Hogs. Like he's, like I said, Honey Badger 2.0. He reminds me a lot of Jannik Hansen.
He's fast. He can be gritty when he wants to be. He fights for every puck. His shot needs a little bit of work, but I think with time and good coaching, he can be a really dynamic player.
Yeah, I mean, I remember they had like in his draft year and back in 2019, everybody had him selected in the had him in the first round. We got him in the second. Steele right there. Same with Pods. Pods was actually for a while rated as the first overall draft pick, but nobody wanted to touch him because the KHL. Yeah. They didn't like that contract. The 2 years in the KHL.
Yeah, but we took a chance on him, and look at what he's been able to do.
Pods. He's gonna play a lot like Malkin, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, doesn't help that they both understand each other, yes. Or it does. Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know, Pods and Höglander are so different yet so similar at the same time. It's kind of weird because I mean, what kind of sucks is when Nils first came into the game, everyone was talking about him, everyone loved him. Now the Pods is here. It feels like a lot of people just kind of swept Höglander under the rug and just immediately went to the shiny new toy in Puck Olsen.
And I have a feeling we're also going to go to the shiny new toys within Kuzmenko and Mikheyev.
And not to mention like Hiramaki when he shows up, and yeah.
I say when because remember Hiramaki's like, I think he's still 17. I don't think he's 18 yet.
He's not eligible to come into the NHL yet.
No, I think he's still. I think he's still. No, it's 18.
18.
Yeah, I think he's still going to training camp just to,
get the feel for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, like my point is like when these new guys show up, I don't want Höglander to feel like he's not, there because people obviously still like him. I would love to have a Höglander jersey.
No, me too. I mean,
also he's the better Nils. Out of Höglander and Lundqvist, I would always choose Höglander. No, speaking of Nils, sorry, Lundqvist. Yeah, the Rangers are still shopping him.
Really?
Yeah. We might be able to get something for him. Maybe? Because, I mean, isn't he a right-hand D?
I think he is. I might be wrong, but I think he is. I honestly am not 100% sure.
I mean, because, like, if they're shopping him still, like, it's not even just, like, that. He's on the trading block.
Are they also shopping a Russian, too? Possibly. Who doesn't want to... I think he's pissed off with that with the Rangers organization right now.
I know who you're talking about. I don't remember the name, but I believe so.
But there was a lot of talk about him possibly coming here.
Man, first they gave us JT Miller. Now they might be giving us another good player.
We didn't get JT Miller from the Rangers.
I know. We got him from Tampa. I know. But I'm just talking about in general. Because we had a few decent end picks from the Rangers in the past. I think. No? Yeah, well, again, I'm not the hockey historian here because I'm not that old.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's why you do the podcast with me, because you enjoy it.
No.
Ass kiss. All right. So I think that's enough about the Hogs and that. Let's get into Bo real quick before we jump into the Virtanen, because you kind of teased that earlier.
Yes, I did tease the. What's his name again? Who?
So with Bo Horvat, no other progress has been made, but Elliot Freeman and the rest of the organization kept saying like, "Hey, this is gonna get done. No need to panic." They're very high on Bo. They want to get it done. They're probably gonna see Bo getting it done roughly around training camp. If not by the start of it, probably by the end of it. We're not gonna go like long into the season without Bo getting extended.
But put it this way, if we happen to say get to the trade deadline, I don't think it's gonna. I think it'll be solved by then.
Oh yeah.
But if he's not signed by then, he's. I think he's straight bait.
Which, if this did come to pass, which we all pretty much know it's not gonna.
No.
It would suck because I love Horvat.
Oh, I do too. He reminds me a lot of this man, Trevor.
Yeah. So make sure you save for the people who are listening on Spotify.
Oh yeah, right. Reminds me a lot of Lyndon. I'm mostly focused on YouTube right now because I follow that statistic like nothing right now. I'm
on the Spotify end of things.
Yeah. I mean, I upload everything, but
you upload everything but the kitchen sink. Is that what you're trying to go for?
What? I basically upload everything, but he follows the stats for Spotify. I pay attention to the YouTube.
Yeah, we're two halves of a whole idiot.
Yes.
For those who don't know, that was a Fairly Odd Parents reference. Because that shows I'm young.
Fairly Odd Parents? I think I remember that cartoon. Same creator as Danny Phantom?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not going to comment.
Me neither.
Anyway, but Bo, easily done. Although, let's do the hypothetical. Trade deadline shows up. He's not signed. It's very obvious Canucks are probably going to trade him.
Yeah.
What do you think we could get for him? Probably nothing as high as what we were hoping for JT Miller. But I still think we can get some solid assets.
Younger.
True. He's like, what, 4 years younger?
I think so, yes.
I think he's like, what, 26, 27?
Yeah, we're
JT's turning 30 this year.
25, 26.
Yeah, JT's turning 30 this year.
Wait. We drafted him in... He is 27.
Yeah. He's younger.
Next year he'll be 28 because he got drafted when he was 18.
Right.
And that was in 2013, so... Quick maths.
But yeah, he's younger. He doesn't have as high of a scoring output as Miller has, but he's very reliable.
Yeah.
And he's a great leader. Like, I could see him like going to any organization and instantly getting an A on his chest.
Easily. Or even taking over as captain.
For a team that doesn't have one. I could see it. And the thing is, it would pain me to see him in another jersey.
Yeah.
The same way it pains me to see Edler in a Kings jersey.
The way it pained me to see Linden in an Islanders.
We don't talk about
Habs and a Caps jersey before he came back.
You know, Linden in a Caps jersey might go hard. Not gonna lie. What jersey era was that? Was that like the Flying Eagle jersey? Okay.
And then him as an Islander was the
Fisherman?
Yes. What's the name of that dinner? I don't remember the name of it, but I'll insert the logo and you'll understand what I'm talking about. The captain, the captain's fisherman. I don't remember what it was called. It's a hungry man kind of dinner.
All right, let's move on from this tangent because you're just spinning your wheels here, bud. Point is, at least he had to wear the jerseys when they looked nice.
Yes.
But no, Linden in a Canucks jersey is always going to be best.
Yeah.
But fuck, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, we're talking about fucking Bo Horvat.
Bo, yeah.
All right. Well, that blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell we haven't done this in about a week and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Look, man, it's like starting all over again, except we're not.
God, no.
Well, episode 4, and for anyone who thought episode 4 would be better,
no, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
We're two babbling idiots.
And that's probably what I was going to say for the next 100 episodes.
I hope not.
I mean, people enjoy it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who knows?
We don't.
We really don't, but hey. This is what we want to do, and this is what we're going to do.
All right, let's talk about... Who? Virtanen.
Oh, you mean that bust?
Yeah.
Yeah, that we should have gotten Pasternak instead of that thing, or even Ehlers. Yeah, okay.
I mean, okay. I will give Virtanen the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, he was a bust, but he isn't an awful player. I'd still take him over a decent chunk of other players in the league. Because he's not super old yet. He's 23, 24? Maybe 25?
He's like 26.
Okay.
He was drafted the year after Bo was.
Honestly, he looks a lot younger than he is. But I mean, he's not a bad player. He's pretty decent offensively. He has a pretty good shot when he's able to utilize it.
Yeah, he does.
And yeah, he didn't get a lot of goals, but I feel like did he come up through the AHL, or was he just?
So he went from the Calgary Hitmen to the NHL, and then he went to the Comets, and then he was back and forth, and then he finally, because he didn't play a full season with us, like with the Canucks, but Willie D did try to insert him and McCann.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had McCann.
We should have traded Virtanen instead of McCann.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like if we just, instead of moving him all the time, I feel like if we could have just kept him in the A for 2-3 seasons, full seasons, not just bringing him up.
Yeah.
I feel like his development wouldn't have stunted where it did. And
he had a high ceiling too.
He had a real high ceiling, and like I said, he's not a bad skater. He has a good shot when he's able to utilize it.
Yeah.
And when he wants to be, he can be pretty bruising.
Yeah.
So he's not a bad player. And yes, he had that whole sexual allegation thing, which he's proven innocent.
Yep.
So I want to hear nothing about him being a pedophile or anything like that, or whatever the fuck. Because here, we don't give a fuck.
He's innocent.
He's innocent. And I honestly, I think he deserves to come back to the NHL. To a team that's willing to take a chance on him. And one of those teams is Edmonton.
Yep.
I mean, they already got Patrick Kane. Why not add Jake Virtanen?
So oh God, nope. I'm not.
Sorry, I meant Vander, not Patrick. But they're also in the mix for Patrick Kane, who has a possible.
That's why I was laughing, and I apologize for laughing at that. But oh my God, Edmonton, you're just trying to get anybody.
I mean, when you have that kind of awful fucking D-cord, you need to make up for it with high scoring. That's why they have of McDoofus. Or should I say McDangles around the entire Winnipeg Jets.
So like McMiller?
Yeah.
Around the Coyotes and the Sens?
Yeah. So it's not hard to do again. It's not hard to do against awful fucking teams.
No.
Just be fast enough and have good enough hands.
Yep.
But yeah, honestly, and the thing is too, from what I read, Virtanen isn't the only one being looked at by the Oilers.
I remember when he was still playing for us. Anaheim was interested in him.
Who would we have gotten, do you think? Because he wasn't
draft picks.
Draft picks?
They were talking about a third or a fourth rounder. Just to dump the salary. Because at the time, Anaheim had the space.
How much were we paying him again?
Between 2 and like 3 mil. Because remember, it almost went to arbitration.
Right.
And Benning was trying to like
not.
And in all honesty, I would have been okay if he walked. I would have been really okay if he walked.
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, Oilers aren't the only one in on Virtanen. Apparently there's a couple other teams. I have not heard who.
I don't know who either.
Because
I only knew about Edmonton because of you telling me.
They're in a mix with 3 to 4 other teams willing to give Virtanen another opportunity. There's at least 4 or 5 teams that could possibly sign Virtanen. And honestly, if he can flourish with another team,
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not gonna get mad.
More power to him.
To be honest, with the way that we handled him,
not well.
I will I disagree with it because of what it, like you said, it stunted his production. It stunted his growth.
Yeah. He didn't work with the Vancouver organization or in the mold that we were looking for.
Also, keep in mind, too, with him being a hometown boy,
we really wanted him to work.
And he really wanted it to work, but with all that pressure on him,
yeah,
being from here,
like, isn't he from like Delta?
No, I think he was born in New West and then moved out to Abbey.
Yeah,
I mean it's not Vancouver, but it's
BC.
It's still Fraser Valley, and it's like what? Abbotsford's an hour drive from Vancouver?
Oh yeah, it's not far. That's why we have the Abbey Canucks here.
Yes,
because it's so much easier than trying to bring them up from the other side of the continent.
I was out there yesterday.
Not on the other side of the continent.
No, I was out in Abbotsford yesterday, coming home.
But I mean, I don't know if he can, and if he can flourish and get into like the 20 to 30 goal range. Proud of him. Happy to see, because again, like he's not a bad player and he's not a bad person.
Realistically,
innocent.
No, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he got 15 to 20 goals. I don't see him hitting the 30 goal plateau.
I don't either, but I mean, like if he can like be on pace for something like that.
Yeah, I don't see him hitting that plateau, but I do see him 15 to 20.
What about points wise? I see like maybe 40. Like most
50, and that's me being generous.
Yeah, 40 to 50, mostly all in assists, because he's not.
He can pass the puck. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I said, like that, like a good hard shot equals to good hard passes.
Yeah.
Because if you can move the puck at that speed, and he's not the fastest guy around.
No.
But he's certainly not slow. I mean,
he also takes shifts off too. Keep that in mind.
But again, how much of that is the Canucks, and how much of that was the organization, and how much of that was that him being lazy? Because
it's 50-50.
Because we've had a few pretty bad players.
It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Now, I'm also hearing talk that we might be re-signing Jason.
If we can get him for a decent deal, like I said, I'd be okay with a maximum of $950K.
I was just gonna say $900K
for like what, 1 or 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that because he wasn't a bad player last year.
He wasn't. Just have him play, have him on the PK, and have him on the penalty on the PP and PK.
And like I said, he wasn't bad last year. I actually was blissfully surprised on his play. He's a good depth piece.
He is, and sure, Calgary and Edmonton might have laughed at us for signing him, but hey, it worked.
It did, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And like he notched a few pretty nice goals. And a few times he played with Horvat, just like you said, power play, or just an on the rush shift change where like he's still on, but Horvat was able to come on. Horvat set him up for some nice fucking goals.
And some nice chances too.
He didn't bury all of them, and we kind of knew this because he's older. He's not nearly as fast as he probably once was, but he was nowhere near as bad as Edmonton and Calgary said that he was going to be.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm okay.
I am too.
As long as it's not like, I mean, look at the bright side. We have Patrick Allvin and Jim Rutherford are giving him the contract, and not Jim Benning, who after last season would have given him a 2-year,
$4 million contract,
something stupid like that.
One thing I will say, having Rutherford and Allvin running the ship, those two won 2 cups.
They did
in Pittsburgh.
They did.
I'm liking our chances.
Yep, and Boudreaux, he hasn't had great postseason success. He's had fantastic regular season success.
But we also have Mike Yeo now as an assistant coach.
Yep, and we still have Ian Clark as our goaltending coach.
Yes, we do.
So, I don't know. And not to mention, we've completely revamped our entire front office, hiring so many different assistant and general managers, assistants, and it's just like an actual office now instead of just 4 or 5 guys.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of an old dogs club, but we have actually a decent amount of younger people and different perspectives.
Exactly.
Which is what we need.
I would. My thing though is now I don't want to have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I kind of want you're on this department, you're on this department, you're on this department. Which is what it is from my understanding.
Exactly. From what we've seen, each person has their designated role. Oh, and it just goes up the tree. That's what it's supposed to be, and that's what from what we've seen, that's what they do. So honestly, I'm okay. And from what it seems from the limited moves that we've made this offseason, it hasn't been anything spectacular. But honestly, I'm okay with it. There's a lot of Canuck pages I've been seeing on Instagram, namely one who's just so damn pissed that we've done jack shit, haven't signed their right-hand D, haven't traded Miller for good assets. But everything I've heard is the offers that the Canucks are getting on Miller have not lived up to what they expect, and that's what I like. Don't just trade to get a trade in. Trade when you're able to get exactly what you want, not just the next best thing.
Don't pull a Benning.
Yeah, exactly. Because Benning might have been a decent scout. Oh, but he was not good.
Terrible GM. I mean, don't get me wrong. There were trades and moves I liked.
Yeah,
signings I questioned. That's why I hated July 1st. Because when he signed Beagle and Roussel and fucking Erickson and Gagne, I screamed at the TV going, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yep. I mean, now we also have the agent who fleeced Benning into signing that Roussel deal on our team. Yeah, I don't know. When I found out that little fact, I was like, nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, none of them are on the team anymore. Team's a lot better, and I mean, at the same time, with the Jim Benning era, we got Demko, we got Hughes, we got Petey.
I thank Judd Brackett
for telling him who to draft.
Yeah, draft this guy. It's worth it, right?
Because I mean, the only thing, there's been a few obviously drafts that I didn't like you Levy trade when we could have got fucking Kachuk
or McAvoy,
and like you said earlier, we got Virtanen instead of Pasta
or Ehlers.
But I mean, who knows how any of the stuff would have played out? Because I've seen a lot of redrafts, seeing where people who would draft who at this point, and things change. Now, Cale Makar was drafted 4th overall or something like that. 3rd. He would have been easily drafted first. So now,
yeah, 3rd.
Easily first now.
And then it was.
I think it was the same year of Heischer.
Heischer's first. Nolan Patrick was 2nd. Makar was 3rd. The Dallas, I don't remember who it was.
Was it Robertson?
No.
No?
I think it was Nichushkin.
I think so.
And then it was Petey, 5th overall with us.
honestly, I'm still okay with having Petey.
I am too.
But fuck, could you imagine the New Jersey Devils with Cale Makar? Actually,
or Quinn Hughes. Have all three Hughes brothers.
Not happening.
No.
But fuck, man. Question. My question for this is, if New Jersey drafted Makar first overall instead of Hischier, do you think Makar would still be as good as he is now?
I think it would probably speed up their
rebuild.
It wouldn't have left them, spinning their fucking wheels, because he sure is not living up to as a first overall pick. Don't get me wrong, he's still a good player, but he's not first overall material.
I mean, you can say the same thing about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Yeah, but with Hopkins, like RNH, he's still a better player.
Yeah, I mean, he sure wears the C. I mean, at this point, I think I would actually
Jack Hughes.
But I mean, I don't know. There's still some things where I think the Devils aren't going to be awful. And also, by the way, we're almost at 40 minutes, and we haven't even gotten to the meat of our fucking conversations yet. Because we still got some other stuff to talk about. Like we said, it's going to be a bigger episode, and he's going to have to deal with it.
Thumbs up.
Don't worry, I'll help you.
Uh-huh.
Maybe. All right, so let's get into some other re-signings. So we talked about Miller re-signing. Jake Virtanen, which I talked about earlier, has re-signed in Dallas.
Yes, he has.
3 years by $4 million.
That's a good signing right there.
I think
that's cap friendly too.
It's cap friendly, and also way less than he was wanting originally. I think he wanted like $7 million.
I think his agent just said, "Hey,
try and get as much as you can."
No, like, hey, I think let's do a bridge deal, because you had a breakout year.
Let's continue that.
Let's do a bridge. I think of it as like what we did with Besser, a bridge deal. Let's get past the term, see where you're at. If you're worth that, we'll pay that.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So that's that. Honestly, I like Ottinger.
I do too.
He's a fun goalie to watch. Does it say if he's wearing Hindi? Just quickly checking. Because New York Rangers is actually trying to trade Nils Lundqvist.
I think we talked about that on the podcast or in the discussion.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit ago. The Sharks' new primary jerseys should debut this year. What it is I'll send the photo to you and you can pop it up on screen.
Yeah.
They got rid of...
That's away and that's home. Okay.
They got rid of the orange and now they're going for mostly teal.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what... Like I said, images will be up on screen.
It looks more like Tampa.
It's kind of like...
You know what I mean? Like if you go back to this one...
Well, yeah, that...
Or even us.
A little bit. What they're trying to go for is a much more teal look. They got rid of like the orange, which is one of their colors for the last I don't fucking know how many years.
12 years.
So no orange isn't the thing.
More than 12 years. That's been 14 years. Oh wait.
Yeah, and so no more orange, and they're trying to go for a lighter blue than what they had before. And this is coming off the thing of where the Barracuda, their AHL affiliate, has unveiled their third glacier blue jerseys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of interesting to see when new jerseys are coming out, and it makes me a little bit excited to see what the Canucks do. I honestly think the Flying Skate might become our thirds.
Or our primaries.
Well, they just laid the ice, and they have the Orca back, so...
Yeah, but that can change.
It can. It's not hard to do.
But
I'm assuming I'm not one of the technicians.
No, but I can see them starting the preseason in
the homes
in the current jersey in the current jerseys, and then come start of the season
show up
with
I hope they make them their primaries. I doubt it's going to happen. I think the more likely is that they're just going to make it their thirds.
Their thirds, yeah.
But honestly, that means that they wear more than they normally do anyway.
Yeah.
Which I'd be okay with.
I would be too.
But you know what? I'm kind of curious. When are we going to get a new Canucks jersey? Because we've had for a long time now.
Now, with the old jersey, like with your current jersey.
Yeah. All they did to change this was getting rid of the Vancouver on top.
I never was a fan of the Vancouver on top.
I wasn't either. I'm still not. But it's the only jersey I got, and everyone watching this has to fucking deal with it.
I lost count on how many I own.
Yes.
Yeah. I've sent him a picture, actually, of all my... No, it was a video of all my jerseys.
It was a video, and it was like a minute and a half long.
Yeah. So...
But, yeah. Continue what you're going to say about the jersey.
So, I'm okay with them making this white, this blue, and then keeping the outer, and then removing the Vancouver. I actually don't mind that. To me, it pops having the white up here, and then the stick is blue.
Okay, yeah.
Where's the green? I don't remember.
My whole thing is just like, when are we getting a new jersey altogether?
Like a new.
Because yeah, we've gone through like the different colors. Like we've gone obviously through the Flying Skate colors. We had the salt and pepper shaker fucking jerseys. Right?
You mean the silver, burgundy, blue, red?
Silver, burgundy, like the one the originals from our reverse retros.
Yeah.
We've gone through the the blue and green, but all that with the salt and pepper shaker and all that, it's still the Orca logo. I
have one of those jerseys.
I believe it. I'm talking about like, I'm maybe not like an entire like re-logo, but I'm talking about revamped, brand new jersey, maybe new color scheme, maybe not, but like a different design.
Yeah,
because we've had this design. Well, it's
years.
Nice. It's old at this point.
14 years we've had that.
So maybe new color scheme, maybe a new jersey design, something that screams Canucks. Because like Tampa, like on their pant legs, has a lightning bolt going down, which is cool.
Yeah.
Well, the Stars have of their usual jersey. The Caps have like stars going down their sleeves for some of their jerseys. So I'm curious to see what they would do. And I think they could come up with a pretty damn cool jersey.
Oh, easily. Or even just a cool ass uniform concept.
Yeah. Or what I think would be kind of cool is seeing current jersey like Orca in Flying Skate colors.
Or having the Flying V in those colors, which I think would look mint.
I feel like that'd be a future reverse retro.
Like, instead of having this, like the Flying Skate on the sides, you have the Orca instead.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean? Like,
so like the Flying V jersey with the V going down, but instead of the Flying...
but in the current colors, and then you swap out the...
I feel like that would look really good.
The puck and skate with the Orca.
I feel like that would look really good.
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't like the Orca. I like it. Honestly, I really like it.
Or even have the rink.
Yeah, the puck and rink.
Yeah, stick and rink.
Stick and rink. Okay, fine. There's a puck in some logos.
Well, in this one there is.
Shit. But I don't know, man. I feel like because the last few jerseys we've gotten have been reverse retros.
Yeah. We
haven't got a brand new jersey, and blah blah blah. We got rid of the Vancouver in 2018, but it's the same jersey, just the Orca's more centered. That's it. Otherwise, we've had it for the last over 20 years.
Not quite 20 years.
Almost.
You mean the Orca itself?
The Orca itself.
97, 98 is when that came, because that's the first year of He Who Shall Not Be Named.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm talking about because yeah, we've had the same logo forever, and we've pretty much had the same jersey forever.
Yeah, we have.
So I don't know. I want to see a new jersey by the Canucks because you see all these other teams unveiling new jerseys, like
new logos.
Like I mean, again, it doesn't have to be new logo, but I want a new jersey. Because yeah, because the Stars unveiled like their black and neon green in Dallas logo.
Yeah.
Which honestly, like a lot of people didn't like, but I really like
that thing pops.
It does.
It really pops.
Those dark on the jet ice. Black on the neon green.
Neon green, yeah.
It looks so nice. Pops. And then like the Sharks have their blackout jersey, which they lost every single time they wore it last year.
Thanks. Keep wearing it.
Yeah. But like, and Vegas is going to be getting a new jersey, or they're going to be making their golds. I think they're primaries now.
Really?
I heard that somewhere. I can't confirm it, but I think I heard that they're making their golds. I'm not a
fan of their third jersey. It's just
honestly make their last year's reverse retros, like the red with the two swords.
I like
make that their thirds.
I like that.
I did too, and it sucks because I hate Vegas.
Get rid of the fucking shiny helmets.
Do it.
And I fucking hate watching your games.
LA, you too.
Oh yeah. Who was smoking crack when they came up with that idea?
The Boar.
I don't think it was the Boar.
It probably wasn't because he was just a head coach. But I mean, like he's the first person I can name for Vegas.
I'm gonna say the owner.
I mean, it is Vegas. They have to be flashy. But like,
but the Kings with theirs too. Like I'm just like, take that thing off.
Are you really trying to replicate Vegas?
It's like us coming out with a fucking shiny blue helmet. No.
Oh god, that'd be awful.
Fucking ugly.
Oh,
don't do it.
Speaking of us and other teams, so Vegas's reverse retro is black, red, and gold.
How original,
right? So let's see who's copied our colors. Calgary, Anaheim at one point, in Vegas.
Yeah, Boston. No,
I don't think Boston ever did.
Not Boston.
I know. Like at least one other team has copied our color scheme.
Yeah.
Point is, yeah, it's great. I know, but be more original.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I think that's it for Jersey Talk because we kind of went on a tangent there.
We did.
Let's get into other signings because that's what we're here to do. Alrighty. Yes. Minnesota signed Sam Steele.
Okay.
1 year, $825K. Speaking of steal.
That is a steal.
Yeah.
Huge steal. No pun intended.
I intended my pun. But, yeah. I didn't watch too much of Anaheim last year. I mean, all you ever saw from Anaheim was Zegras. So I didn't really get to see much.
Or Terry.
Or both.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see much of Sam Steele, but like he's not a bad player by any means. So I have honestly no clue, but I know he's a good player.
Oh yeah, easily.
So and like we just said, every single comment on it is Steele. All right, here's the big one. Tage Thompson re-signs in Buffalo.
Okay.
You want to take a gander of what it might be, or have you already seen what it is?
I have no idea what it is. 6x6, 6x8, 8x8.
No, not that much. But you're close.
Okay.
7 years, $50 million contract extension. Which begins next year.
Okay.
Sorry, 2023-24. So not next year, but the year after. So 2023-24, he'll be making $5,142,857 plus a $2 million signing bonus. And after that, it just goes up to $7,142,857 annual.
Holy fuck.
With a 5-team no trade list. Although why the fuck would Buffalo trade him?
It's Buffalo.
I mean, yeah.
Buffalo does stupid things.
They do, but honestly, I'm excited for Buffalo's future. If they can continue on this path and the owner doesn't get in the way, hey, I feel like they could be a playoff contender in the next couple of years.
Yeah, but knowing the Pagulias, they're going to get in the way. I feel sorry for you, Buffalo. You deserve a lot better.
Your fans, like they're hardcore fans.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! I've never like.
They're like us.
Yeah. But honestly, if he keeps progressing at the rate he is, fuck, he's gonna be a terrifying player.
Easily, hands down.
Because he's a good player. Plus they have Owen Power, future captain, and Alex Tuck.
Yep.
They have
Thompson. They have
their goaltending needs work because right now they're running off of 40. Craig Anderson,
yeah.
Which isn't he like 40?
Oh yeah, he's in his 40s easily. I think his age is matching his fucking jersey number.
And when you have a high number jersey, that's not good.
No.
Well, I mean, I guess it shows that he's willing to play it and puts in effort or that long.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, god damn.
God damn.
Yeah, but they have some good young prospects as well. Plus, also, getting the high draft pick, and it's gonna be interesting to see what Buffalo does.
That team is looking pretty. Their future is going to be good.
It's going to be so fucking good.
Yes,
and it kind of terrifies me.
Terrifies me too. Not gonna lie.
All right, I think that's it for signings. I mean, that's not it for signings. There's been a couple more over the last little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's just see the signings. Because, again, we missed last week. So there's been about a 2-week period of us not talking about stuff. Let's see here real quick. The Sharks re-signed Jonah Gadjevich to a 1-year, $750K contract.
I'm still sore about that.
Me too. Let's see. Mike Babcock is set to retire from coaching.
I heard.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I forgot about this.
Oh, yes. That trade.
So, Vegas's goaltending, Logan Thompson and Laurent Brossoit. And Brossoit is gone. Leonard's gone. So they need another.
Leonard?
Oh, he's not playing at all next season. He's on permanent LTIR for the entire season.
Oh shit!
Because they ran him into the fucking ground last year.
Also, with his mental health on top of that too, I'm sure that has something to do with it.
Probably, but he apparently had surgery, but he's not allowed to play for the entire year. The surgery went well. He should be fine next year. But goddamn. Vegas, how did you run a goalie like Leonard into the fucking ground?
New franchise. Sorry, you're not even that new anymore. You're 5, 6, 7 years old?
Yep.
What are you doing? What? Oh, you're trying to chase your first year again?
Probably.
Don't happen like that.
So, their goaltending tandem, because they traded for a goalie.
Oh, I know who it is. Aiden Hill.
Yeah. Aiden Hill and Logan Thompson is going to be their fucking goalie tandem this year. And I mean, Logan Thompson, again, stood on his head last few games, but he was given no run support.
Yeah.
You know what they traded? They traded for Aiden Hill?
4th round draft pick.
Yep.
Yep.
That's going to be entertaining.
Oh, definitely. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, and another herb person in the mix for a trade: Minnesota and Anaheim. Anaheim gets Dimitri Kulikov. Minnesota gets the most popular player in the entire NHL. Future considerations.
I love that guy.
Right? Fucking guys everywhere. Can't let a stable fucking job though. I don't know enough about Kulikov, honestly, to say much more than that.
I kind of know. I think that's a cap dump.
Cap dump? Well, I mean, they just they re-signed Fleury.
That's a cap dump.
Also, speaking of Fleury, not Marc-Andre, Kale.
Oh.
He re-signed in Seattle, 1 year, $750K. And $200K in the AHL. So yeah, there's that. Quick C. Sharks signed. Speaking of Svechnikov, they signed him.
Andre?
Venny.
Okay.
1 year, $750K.
Okay.
The Sens re-signed Eric Brandstrom, not Gabranson, to
who would sign that?
1 year, $900K. And let's see. Oh, Jets signed Sam Gagner, 1 year, $750K.
Yeah.
Gagne, whatever the fuck. I don't care. He's a Red Wing.
Former
Canuck. No. Former Red Wing.
Former Canuck.
And now he's a Jet.
I think that's just the depth piece right there.
Depth piece, but also at the same time, I'm sorry for his career. Because now he's going to be stuck in mediocrity.
Should have signed in Toronto.
So he can lose in the first round again? It's never too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah, keep being sad. And the last one from us not being here, the Flyers re-signed Wade Allison to a 2 by $785K.
Who?
No idea. Okay. That's all the. There was one thing. They upped the rules.
Oh.
So, you remember how when so a 5-minute major penalty, he calls. You can appeal it, and when it gets reviewed, they can either stand it or lower it to a minor, but the penalty stands. They now have a third option to get rid of that penalty altogether.
Cost timeout.
No, it's like if they call a major penalty.
Yeah. Okay.
They can review it, and they can either keep the major, lower it to a minor if it's not as bad as they first thought, because the officials can't do everything.
Or if it's not even a penalty in the first place.
And if it's not even a penalty in the first place, they can just call it off altogether. That's pretty good.
It is, but at the same time, it's like
they're still not going to call it, right? Because the officiating has gotten worse over the years.
And I can't wait until we get into goalie interference, because I fucking hate the league because they get goaltender interference wrong almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What is goaltender interference? I know what it is. It's when a player accidentally bumps the goaltender or purposely does it and the puck goes in. No goal.
Yep.
And yet they still... Ugh.
Another weird one is kicking motions. How can you decide what's a kicking motion and what's not? And yes, I'm coming back to the fucking non-goal from the Calgary Edmonton series.
That was a good goal.
It was a good goal because it's not like he went like, not like he physically lifted his foot to kick it in. He's trying to stop.
He's stopping. His fucking foot is on a goddamn angle like this, and the puck hits it. That's beforehand too.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just fucking good goal, and
the league is broken.
It's broken, but we're never gonna fix it anyway.
Nope.
Yeah, just gonna see if there's. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'm just gonna quickly see if anything new has happened. Oh yeah. So the Canucks are doing like Canucks for Kissing again.
Yeah.
And two groups got to skate with a bunch of their favorite players. Hogbender and Myers are now back in van. They're skating with them, along with a few other people. And yeah, that's honestly about it. That's all I can think of. Nothing else really new or exciting has happened. And we kind of went on huge fucking tangents about four different things.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we wrote down.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be a little longer than this. But too. Just over an hour, I'm okay with that.
I mean, our last episode was only 40 minutes. So
true. So you guys get to listen to us for an entire hour this time instead of 40 minutes. Lucky you.
I'm okay with the shorter episodes, not gonna lie.
Oh, I am too, but I mean, like, I feel like if we miss a week, a longer episode is fair.
Oh yeah, we know that.
Especially when the season kicks up. Cool, fuck, we gotta really make sure we don't miss too many.
What I'm thinking of doing for when we get to the regular season, because I don't know if you guys know when we actually do our recordings. We do our recordings every Tuesday.
We do it every Tuesday. It goes up on the Friday. So, honestly, even if we got an episode up last week, it would have been moot because we would have talked about how, Miller still isn't, and blah, 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 what's going to be happening with Miller. And then fucking an hour after we would have uploaded it, Miller resigned. So, it would have been kind of fuck.
Yeah.
So, honestly, not that bad.
So, what we're probably going to do for when the season actually kicks up is, I'm thinking of doing maybe, so say if there's 3 games in a week.
Just go over the games.
Go over the games, what we thought.
Highlights. It's underrated plays, maybe, depending.
Yeah.
Maybe a new segment. Who knows? We're still new at this.
This might even branch towards, for our YouTube audience, this might even branch into a new playlist or even a new series.
Who knows? Well, let's get this series off the ground first.
Yeah, I mean, like a new.
Oh, gotcha.
What, like, highlight reel kind of thing with us going over it? Who knows? We're still
new at this. So yeah, share this around if you know anyone who enjoys podcasts who doesn't really want to listen to anything smart or intelligent. Send us his way.
Yes.
Or hers. We don't discriminate.
Nope.
Unless you're
an Oilers fan.
That spoiled brats.
A dirty Bruins fan.
Or you're no, I mean we don't discriminate even Oilers or Bruins fans because they're just fans of their team. The only one I will discriminate is
Blackhawks.
No, not even them because they're
that wound is still there.
It's still there. I get it. I'm talking more about that really annoying announcer who.
Both of them.
Oh yeah, you know what's funny? She posted over the weekend because she got an award or some shit. Maybe I don't know. But she said she was so unpopular because of sexist. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said she was so hated because it was a sexist pigs.
No, it's because you can't call a fucking hockey game.
Yep, I said it too. I said that too. And like I posted things like no NHL fan cares about a woman announcer, but we just don't like how you call games because you can't. And I showed it to my girlfriend. I showed her calls to my girlfriend who never watches hockey, and I asked her straight up, "Is she a good announcer?" She said no. She doesn't watch hockey.
Garbage.
She can't call games.
No.
There'll be lulls in the conversation, and then like when something happens, she's like, "What the scores?" And I'm like,
5 seconds after the goal is already in the fucking net.
Yep. And then it's so bad I've had to turn off like fucking calls.
Yeah, it's the same with CBC. I cannot listen to Cassie Campbell or sing. I don't know. I can't remember his first name. Harjmeet? Something like that.
I don't know. But it's like the point is like it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. If you can't call a game, you can't call a game. That's as simple as it.
Yeah, like I've actually had to listen to the other team's commentary just
to be able to enjoy the game.
Yeah, or I just mute my soundbar and go, okay, I guess I'm suffering. I don't need the commentary.
No, because you can just enjoy.
I know what's going on.
I mean, it's almost like no different than me at the physical game. You don't hear the commentary while you're at the game.
You don't, but you still know what's going on.
But I mean, that's also why I'm so happy to be in Vancouver and have such good fucking play-by-plays.
We have Shorty and Cheech,
and then
the radio you have
Hershey and Batch.
Oh.
All right, so I think that's about everything.
I do too. After, yeah, I think that's it. We've covered
pretty much everything of importance. Like we talked about Miller, we talked about Bo, we talked about Virtanen,
we talked about Ottinger,
talked about jerseys.
We talked about potential Hogs or even Garland trade.
Which honestly, I hope for neither because I love both of them.
But
I'd rather keep Garland.
I would too, and it's starting to look like we may have to.
I have no idea what that means, and people on Spotify can't see you.
No, but I mean, like, time to
move on,
trade them, get something good in return.
Yeah,
I'm okay with the first.
All right, so that'll be it from us. Let's do a couple plugs.
Yeah.
You want to start with Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter is at @nopucks_given_.
All right, and what's your Twitter?
My Twitter is at crazycanuck69.
All right, so for Instagram, it is no_pucksgiven. My personal Instagram, which you can always reach out to me from there, is distorted.reality. I spell it weird. Even I can't keep fucking up how to spell it, but it's REALITY.
You got it right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Hey, that's the first episode.
Because we know we stumble over our plugs, but
a lot, and it's kind of funny seeing as we've had them for so fucking long.
Yeah, it's no longer a running joke. I mean, I'm sure it still will be in the future. But
it will.
Right now, it's not.
It still will be, and we're still gonna fuck up, but that's besides the point.
Exactly.
Because this isn't professional, and I think it's actually better that way. If it's not professional.
I agree. Do I want the editing to get a little bit nicer? I do. But at the same time, I'm okay with keeping things raw. I mean, hell, we uploaded me having a coughing fit.
To be fair, that was my idea.
It was, and I was like, okay.
You were like, we're not. I'm like, too late, I already did.
Yeah, I know, and I was like, fuck.
And it became our most viewed and liked thing.
I can't believe it made the Instagram reels.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's it from us for this week. So once again, we're your hosts. I'm Aiden.
I'm Chris, and this has been the No Pucks Given podcast. Zero fucks.
0 fucks for 0 pucks?
0 pucks given.
All right. Later.
We'll see you next week.
Maybe.